Scott Hylton, Scott Talks. I'm a former dry cleaner, and I wanted to show you the way I do the darks in the laundry. I've showed you lights and whites. One of the things you don't mind is towels. Towels do not have to go together. If you have white towels, you may want to give them bleach. You can CLOROX 2 or nothing on the darks, but I'll run the towels, dark towels, with the darks and the light towels with the lights and the whites with the whites, and use a little bleach on the whites that are bleach safe. Now, one of the things I also do is I have a list, and I keep it close by where the detergents are. And this is my current list. It changes a lot. Socks, the white towels, socks in garage. I have shoes in the garage to switch out. I've got shoes I wear in the house, and these are not in the house. Don't tell anyone. These are watering plant shoes. So you can get them as wet as you want, and they don't really matter. White shears, if we're having shears to do by themselves. I usually hand do those in the mud sink and soak them and then gently pull them out and let them air dry. It's the best way to do it. The mattress pad is white. You can go with the whites. Well, yeah, I'm a little nervous about shears. Hey, Nikki. There's the cat. Lights, lighter clothes. Light kitchen towel, if there's a light one. Towel, mud sink. You got Ziggy there at the mud sink right now. So would go in with a light load. Tan towels in the garage, anything I've used for cleanup or anything like that, it's air dried. There's a yellow mesh, it's like a small mesh. I keep it with a little bucket I put next to the chair that I switch my shoes out with, and some eyeglasses I switch sometimes for mowing grass, so if they get hit with a rock or something, they won't be the expensive eyeglasses, they'll be cheap eyeglasses, but I can still look at my phone, reach in my pocket, look at my phone. So the yellow mesh is great just to knock off grass on your feet and different things like that. And occasionally you wash it, it goes in with clothes, it's fine. Clothes in garage, if I have any hangy, stinky clothes, this is Florida, you sweat a lot. I'm wearing a long sleeve like the lawn guys wear here to keep the sun off my arms while I will go water after this. And the bedspread by itself, of course. Like towels, sometimes I'll do those by themselves, but sometimes I'll throw them in with the lights. They're not going to get too fuzzy. You don't want to put them in with the darks. You're going to get some light fuzzy stuff on your darks. And light towels for the guest bathroom. The darks, dark clothes, dark eye mask, which I use a black hand towel. You get a little hand towel that's smaller than this. Little guy like this, thinner, but little guy like this came out of the garage. I was cleaning with it. But you just lay it over your face and it blocks the light and you can go to sleep without one of those masks going around your head and that elastic band. I can't handle that. Dark hand towel in the kitchen if it's not, either light or dark, whatever color is the kitchen hand towel, that's what you use. I got a little cloth mask I use when I change the cat litter. I figure half those stories of crazy cat ladies are from changing too much litter and breathing all that crap. Dark towels from the guest bathroom if they're dark or light or whatever you do appropriate. And dark clothes in the garage. Again, Florida, sweaty. You get in, I'll hang this up if you want to get sweaty and change to a t-shirt or something like that or a different shirt and let it air dry. And then it can go in with the dirty clothes, or I can reach out in the garage and check. And if there's one hanging there, I can grab it, throw it in the load. That's the system. Now let's get some soap and some softener. We're going to use Oxi Clean, Arm & Hammer. It's even scented, I believe. I don't know. Just a little bit. You don't need a lot. We're going to be using cold water. Yes, I pour it right on the clothes. It gets in there. I don't put it in little cup things that squirt. You can. That's what they're for. Liquid detergent there. Powdered detergent on the side. In the dry cleaning world, we use both liquid and powder. Just throwing something in, and they are slanted. Now, softener is Downy Soft Cool Cotton. Now, this is the white liquid. I find the blue liquid good stuff, but it does tend to leave the residue behind everywhere, and it gets hard. And the old washer had a little dispenser on the top. You put the, see, I've got this one for next try out. Always trying something out. My wife likes it when it's scented. But you can put it here if you want. I just put it straight in, because in the dry cleaning world, I always put stuff straight in. We had injection systems and stuff if we needed it, and cups kind of like this for bigger machines, giant machines that we were washing. They could squirt in the thing, but my problem was a lot of washers, you know, when they start in dry cleaning, they're all front loading. Everything's front loading. Dry cleaning machines, washers, they're all front loading, and they're stainless steel to last forever and keep them rusting. But I would throw it in because it would start right away washing and putting water in and putting water in, washing left, washing right, washing left, washing right, constantly moving the clothes. And then it would censor that it was full and it would eject the soap. And I was like, eh. But I had, you know, if it takes a long time to fill, that's a lot of wash time you've lost. So now when I start this, it's going to start washing right away. At an LG, recommended by Consumer Reports last year. This is 2026, so it's probably 2025 or 2024 for that model. That's what they look like. You can. It's been a good little machine. Of course, in the world of dry cleaning, our washers had a lot more programmable things than this. This is just kind of push a button, automatic, you're done. We were able to program things to soak, change the water temperature. We could have it start out warm, start out hot and end up warm to rinse, and end up with a cold rinse at the end if you wanted, or do your fabric softener and then have a rinse before or after, 3 rinses, whatever you wanted, you could do. And some washers actually had tubes with hoses coming to the front door, right in the middle of the door, and it would shoot water in and spin. And as it spun to eject the water, it would spurt water right into the wheel, front loading, and spin real fast to rinse out more soap and dirt. And just kind of constantly, as it was spinning to extract, it was actually flushing and pushing dirt out. And then the next fill, then the next fill, and then you're usually about 3 fills. So on this machine, you just power button. There it is, and direct drive, 10-year warranty, OPPO. Yeah, we got it at Lowe's. Here in town, we want to do normal, but we're not. See if you could do quick wash. You could do heavy duty, bedding. You could do that bedspread. AI wash. I haven't done that one yet. That might be interesting. Deep wash. How long was it? A minute? Normals, 59. Same. Should try it out, shouldn't I? Deep wash, still hot. Waterproof items. So that's like, you know, raincoat or something like that. They still got it on hot. I wouldn't do hot on waterproof because the coating may come off. And downloaded. So if you downloaded a program, maybe, and that's cold. Oh, downfilled. Downfilled items, like a down coat. Yeah, that one's good. That's cold. It says no spin though, or probably a very light spin. So spin only. How do I do that? That was a big deal in the dry cleaning world. No spin. There's no spin. There it is. So there is a light spin there. And you push that and you get absolutely no spin. So then you can do soak and just let it sit. Things like that. Tub clean, you push that, turbo wash, rinse and spin, deep fill, delay start. That would probably fill it up and wait. Extra rinse, you know, Wi-Fi, you could use an app. Hold 3 seconds to get these settings. Hey, I'm doing normal, like I always do. Drop it down to cold, definitely. You can do one more up, just give it a little bit. Too much heat on the darks will fade the colors fast and things will get dull, okay? So that will do cold, okay. Spin high. I do want it to spin good. Soil normal. We don't have anything major on here to really work like you do sometimes on whites or colors with food spots on them and things like that. But if you have t-shirts here in Florida with the little logos, you don't want to work them to death to get them dull too quick and cracked. So there we go. We'll start it up. We'll wait and see. It's on cold, so it'll take a little longer to fill because it's only got one tube coming through. We use the metal tubes to connect it, nice ones. Use that a lot of times at work, although some of the washers had bigger, like that for filling. Some of them, you know, they were heavy duty. They push water in. We're waiting. Here we go, buddy. Let's get a little cold water in there. You're doing a fine job. You're doing an excellent job. I usually do like 1 degree more just to have a little bit of the warm water. Because that warm technically cleans better, but this will be fine this time. What you doing? It's sensing. Okay, what are you balancing your load? Yeah, even our commercial grade washers had problems balancing and tilting, and they were bolted to the ground. There was concrete, like a foot or two of concrete to the ground. They giant pins going in so the washer couldn't walk off. It was made that way. Yeah, the commercial grade machines are quite different than these. There's our cold water going in. All right, so we're off to the races. Well, like, share, and subscribe if you learned anything. And we'll think of new stuff to put on the list. I had some clothes from my wife that hung in the bathroom. We added extra hooks and towel racks when we got the house, because they had like 1 or 2 towel racks. It was embarrassing. So we added extra towel racks for both bathrooms and some little sticky hooks up on the door so that you could hang a robe and things like that. And my wife had stuff hanging there, so I washed it one day, and she's like, "Where is my stuff?" I said, "Well, it was just hanging there. I thought I would wash it. See, it's clean." And she said, "I didn't want that washed." So I had to scratch that off the list. That's what it scratched off. But I'll put it right up here. A little quick note, because I don't want to forget anything. There we go. And that way, you dads, you know, guys out there doing the laundry, you don't want to forget stuff. Every time you get lectured on why didn't you do this, why didn't you do that? These are my nets. I use those to help fluff things. I'm going to put them in the dryer for the towels. Get a little fluffing. I got the balls too up here, the darks and the whites. I don't want that white lint on the darks, and I don't want the dark lint on the whites. So that we do that. Well, that's our setup. And professional dry cleaner, you got that stuff. We've got my wife likes to use, see, we got a little sticker in the back of the door. She's got this thing, which I'm not a big fan of. She likes to hang clothes right here, right out of the dryer. I carry them real fast in the bedroom and then hang them up real quick on doors and different things and put them in the closet. So that's my system. But you know, because in the dry cleaning world, we had buggies we'd empty stuff out in and roll the buggy to a place where there was a bar, and you'd hang everything up on the bar or lay the pants out on something called a horse, which had little rollers. And it came across like a little table, and you could lay it out neatly for the pressers, because the neater you lay it out, the nicer it looks, and then when the presser grabs it, it's half pressed. It's almost there, so they don't have to work as hard. But if you just throw it, you know, it gets your thing gets crumply, and you know you have to be quick when you take it out of the dryer and lay things out and get them hung and get the right temperature going. You know, you want permanent press on your drying, so that those polyesters, if you run those, don't overdo it. You know, just test it. You know, test your dryer, do a load, try this, try that, try that. What works best for you? What brings the clothes out you spin some things too hard, they get that real hard wrinkle. But you know, if you got jeans in there, you got to spin it hard or it'll never dry. And on this, I'm going to do just the towels for drying after this load's done, because it'll slow up the drying on the other stuff. The other stuff will get too dry and it'll have the hard wrinkles in it. So we don't want to do that. And you could hang stuff to dry the last little touch, like in the garage. Great place to just hang stuff. You put some racks up there and hang stuff up, and boom, you've got yourself a nice place to dry stuff, especially in Florida in the spring and summer, fall, and a touch of winter. It gets cool here, but it's not that bad. So, like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day.